Hi guys, I'm a Forester here with another coffee review. Now I have 5 different coffee blends in my kitchen cabinet that are waiting to be reviewed, but when these 2 bags of Hunt's Perfect Roast showed up in the mail from the Cajun Blaze, they went straight to the front of the line. I could smell the fresh coffee when I got close to my post office box, and I know it must have really driven the post office workers crazy. My first decision was which one of these 2 coffees to taste first, because I couldn't really tell which one was so aromatic. But I decided to go with Sumatra, and it turns out that's the Cajun Blaze's favorite coffee. Now, while this is brewing, it's almost through, let me tell you what's so good about Hunt's Perfect Roast. And it's the fact that it's freshly roasted. In fact, it's roasted the very same day that Gary and Margaret Hunt received your order. Now I think it's ready, so let's go ahead and press the coffee. Now these are drip coffee, and I didn't have the chance to grind it for a French press myself, but I'm going to use it with the French press. I've been drinking it with the drip coffee maker, but I want to see if I can tell any difference. It's a little harder to press, I do know that. Alright, here we go. And as always, I always forget to rotate that. Now this is the Sumatra blend. It's a cold day out today, so I know this is going to taste good. That is very good, and I'll go into a little better description of it later. But first I wanted to tell you a little bit of information that I found out about coffee. A subscriber to my channel recommended that I watch a TED Talk about coffee. Now I'll put a link to that TED Talk in the description box below. But I did watch it, and I think I learned more about coffee than I've ever learned in 63 years. Here's a few things that I learned. First, coffee is the 2nd largest traded commodity in the world, second only to crude oil. Coffee is the 2nd most popular drink in the world, second only to water. And as many of you have probably heard, coffee has many health benefits, but it needs to be consumed within 1 week of roasting. Now, commercial roasters sacrifice quality for quantity to provide coffee to the masses. So 95% of the coffee roasted in the world is old and stale by the time you drink it. That's what makes Hunt's Perfect Roast the perfect coffee solution, unless you want to learn to roast yourself, which I do. I hope I will one day. That is good. So how does Sumatra taste to me? Well, in one word, fresh. It's a medium dark roast, and Gary describes it as earthy, wild, and spicy sweet with an aromatic aftertaste. Now, I've made several pots of this coffee so far, and I've learned to make it a little bit stronger than suggested to suit my taste. It is medium bodied, and it's very aromatic, as I realized when I went to pick it up at the post office. But the spicy sweet description is one that puzzled me at first. But I did notice a slight peppery aftertaste in my mouth later after drinking it. It wasn't very strong, but I do believe that's what was being described. Now I'm going to enjoy finishing off this Sumatra, and then I'm going to start on the 2nd blend, which is called the Perfect Blend. I'm looking forward to trying that one also, and I'll bring you a review of it. If you want to taste the difference in stale coffee that's been stored in a warehouse for who knows how long and a fresh cup of coffee, go to huntsperfectroast.com and order you some. Gary and Margaret will start roasting your order right away. And Cajun Blaze, I appreciate you sending it my way. Y'all take care.